Jeremy, we're in downtown Estes Park. Look at all the dogs and the tourists, and can you smell the funnel cakes?
I can smell the funnel cakes. You know, Estes Park is always beautiful, but something special happens when fall starts to settle in on the Rockies.
You're right.
And we're starting to see some color in the aspens. It's just very, very beautiful.
They're
the weather
twinkling.
is perfect,
Sun.
and they're going to celebrate it with a festival called Autumn Gold. Bands, brats, and beers, and some other bees in there too. So, but right now what we want to talk about and show you is beautiful downtown Estes. All the great shops. There's funnel cake, custard, ice cream, taffy, restaurants. Just full of charm and fun. That's basically what it is. So let's go talk to some of the locals and the tourists. And
we are tourists.
Have some fun while we're here.
We can talk to ourselves.
I
think that's a great idea.
Estes Park is perfect if you like to vacation in the Rockies. First of all, it has everything that you could want right there with Rocky Mountain National Park as far as the Rocky Mountains go. Then there's Estes Park. Now this is great if you like to go to gift shops, restaurants, just do some hiking and biking and walking around in perfect, quaint little mountain villages. That's what Estes Park is.
We stayed at the Stanley, you know, the famous hotel that's supposed to be haunted, and that's a whole nother story. It's old school, it's new, it's fresh, there's hippies, there's preppies, and everybody in between.
My favorite place in Estes Park, without question, is downtown Estes. You have this main thoroughfare that goes through, and then on either side of the road you have unbelievable shops. Everything from taffy to candy and taffy, and then there's more ice cream to go with your candy and taffy, then t-shirt shops, fossil shops, literally everything you can think of. It's all there.
And it's charming. It's really just delightful with the little streets and the river running kind of through, meandering, that's the key word for the show. Shops, restaurants, there's fudge here and there, and taffy and coffees and dogs.
Well, rather than just having me go on and on and on about Estes Park, which I could do, but I'm not being paid for it. So let's go to some people on the streets and see what their favorite thing about Estes Park is. Downtown Estes Park, I'm here with Linda, Carol, and BJ, some more hot babes that stopped me on the sidewalk trying to get my phone number. I told them no, I'm married. We can talk more about things later after the camera is off. Anyway, ladies, seriously, what's your favorite part about Estes Park?
They're t-shirts. There's a really cute one right there.
Yeah?
No.
They do have lots of t-shirts.
They have lots of good stuff. It's beautiful. That's really why.
How about you, ladies? What's your favorite part?
Beer.
The beer? Okay.
The beer and the brats.
Beer and brats. Well, you should go visit the Autumn Gold Festival.
I know.
It's all about beer, brats, and
they
bands.
They wouldn't go.
Another bee
They
things.
banned me.
They did. What did you do to get banned from the Autumn Gold?
I don't know, but I wanted to go and yodel, and they said no.
But she can yodel.
All right, let's hear you yodel.
Oh, no, I'm not going to yodel now. 1, 2, 3. Yodel-a. Yodel, 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 yodel. I see, I don't have the music, so I can't do it.
Whatever excuse you choose to go with. What's your favorite, Carol? What's your favorite part about Estes Park?
I love the mountains and the natural beauty, and I love seeing the wild animals.
Thank you for reading the cue card so well.
Sounds like she's in a beauty.
All right, well, ladies.
I like it because I want to support our the beauty.
The beer.
What do they say when they're asked? Why do they?
Country.
No, I'm here because I want to help the poor, and I want to help the disturbed, and I just want to help America come back on their feet.
Maybe you could start with yourself, BJ.
What?
Linda, Carol, BJ, thanks a lot. You guys have a great time downtown Estes.
I'm here to help.
Let's go see what Diane's up to.
Another normal thing you see around here in these shopping towns are all the men standing around waiting for their wives or their girlfriends or whoever they found last night to do some shopping and such. So this is Dave, right, Dave?
Yes, hi.
All right, where are you from?
Loveland, Colorado.
Loveland, all right. And so what is it your wife?
Yeah, my wife. She
Okay.
loves to shop.
Okay, and what's she looking for?
I don't know.
So your job, you come on
We're
these.
looking at the Christmas stuff.
Okay,
So
you just come on the trips and stand around on the sides and see what's going on.
pretty much.
Watch the dogs.
Yeah, watch the dogs, watch the people.
Okay, what's your favorite part about Estes Park?
The brewery.
Besides the shopping.
The brewery.
The brewery, there we go. All right, well,
Yeah.
that sounds like a good place. I guess you could drop one off and go to the other.
Yeah, maybe.
Jeremy, we're finally here.
Yeah, if you've ever been in a little
Taffy.
mountain town, you have to stop by and get some taffy. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen the machine where they're constantly spinning it and twisting it. That machine, a little interesting piece of
tell us.
information here, is
Okay.
called a flux capacitor.
Really?
It
Does
works.
it meander?
Yes, it kind
Yes.
of meanders the taffy a little
Yes,
bit.
I see that.
And,
it's meandering right now. Look at
Twists it.
that.
This is saltwater taffy, so this literally, what they did is they went to the ocean and they got some water and they threw it on this spinner.
Yeah,
and
I think out of the
after
Gulf.
millions and millions of years, what happens is you get this taffy, and then they throw some flavoring and stuff into
And
it.
they box it up
put
and
on
charge a lot of
wrapping.
money, and we all buy it because
Yeah.
that's what we do in America.
And it
Let's
stays
go
in your
get some.
body for 25 years. I
Yeah,
think.
like gum, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some.
All right.
All right.
Well, after a full day of exploring in downtown Estes, it was time to eat. And again, Diane's yakking in my ear about needing food. So we stopped off at this place called the Wapiti Restaurant and Pub.
You know how it is with me. I have to eat every 3 or 4 hours like a toddler. So we decided it was time to eat, and we went to this charming place called the Wapiti Restaurant and Pub. Wapiti. Wapiti. Jeremy, I'm starving. Starving.
You're
Lord
always
knows
starving.
You're not, well, you've eaten everything on the strip.
I eat one thing,
Uh-huh.
and I'm good for the day. Diane has to eat like 35 times a day. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, it takes a lot to keep this perfection going. Tell us where we are.
We're at the Wapiti Restaurant.
Wapiti. I
and
love that
Pub
word.
You got to put
And
that
pub.
on there, too.
Pub.
One of the cool things about this place is it was voted best casual restaurant in Estes Park.
That's good. We're
3
cash.
years in a row, 2008, 2009, 2010.
10.
Which is why we're here.
Because we're casual, cool kind of people.
We're kind of keeping it casual tonight.
Yeah. Is that about your shirt with whatever that is going on the side?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that something
It's
casual?
art, Diane. It's art. You need to be cultured, I guess.
All right.
All right, we're just getting ready to sit down and eat here at Wapiti. I'm with Ron, Christie, and Camden. Ron, tell us about your meal.
My meal was awesome. It was a great burger. It was definitely the hottest burger I've ever had in my entire life.
What kind of burger is it?
It was like the hot fire burger, and I think I had like a warning on it or something. I don't know. It was pretty crazy. It was good though.
You were warned. What can you say? How about you, Christy?
It was great. It was really good food. The onion rings were amazing.
And Camden, what do you think, man? We finish eating up there at Wapiti. Comes time to pay for the food, tip the waitress, standard stuff. And Diane has disappeared, as she often does at this time of the dinner. So I leave a very generous tip, and I begin to go look for Diane. I hear this commotion off on the side of the restaurant, and I figure out very quickly what's going on.
Certainly. I am the finest dancer that Jeremy's ever seen. So, I saw these gals at the Wapiti restaurant, and they were sitting around, having their little gal time, what have you. And, they were kind of grooving a little with the music, and I thought, well, that's my opportunity, because I really want to be a charitable person, a blessing to all. So I walked up and said, girls, 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 let's get our groove on. And so, they looked at me kind of blankly. I said, well, let me teach you. Let me show you how to do it. Yeah.
For those of you that watch the show, you know that Diane likes to dance. I would say dance like that, but that's an insult to quotation marks. I find her with this gaggle of ladies who are there on a weekend out, having fun at Wapiti, and Diane proceeds to teach them how to dance the Diane way.
Right to the side.
I'm not sure if these women are still living, but I have to think, at the very least, they're very deeply emotionally scarred.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. Okay. Oh, my God. And that's how you do it.
All right.
Diane wraps up her dancing lesson, teaching all these ladies what I call the cougar. And it's time for us to get something sweet to eat. So we leave Wapiti and go out onto the main strip there in Estes, and we stop at Laura's Fudge Shop.
Oh, my stars. She has fudge and ice cream and taffy and hard candy and licorice sticks and the long candy sticks like old school, on and on.
All right, we're still in Laura's here, and we're getting ready to get some ice cream. And I'm here with Sam, who's already gotten some. The line's very long, and we haven't been able to make any progress yet. Sam, you look like you're really going to town there. What kind of flavor is that?
Vanilla.
Is vanilla your favorite?
Yes.
It's my favorite too, Sam.
Okay.
Anyway, Sam, as you're standing here waiting, I mean, what made you decide to go with the cone? They've got so much in here.
I just love ice cream.
Can I take a look at that, Sam? I want to just weigh it and make sure that it's...
Jeremy, stop it. Give him his good heavens.
Anyway.
What's all over your mouth? What you been eating all day?
Cake, ice cream just now, and sandwich.
Wow.
That's
all
healthy.
Right,
That's
man,
healthy, Sam.
That's some sugar.
Well, Sam, thanks for standing here with us and talking a little bit.
Stop it.
Look over there. I think your dad's leaving.
We'll get your own. I'm sorry, people, that you're witnessing this.
Anyway,
okay,
thanks,
we're
Sam.
in line.
Okay, there's all kinds of controversy about whether or not socialism works in economics, but it's perfect for ice cream.
Right next to Estes Park, of course, is the Rocky Mountain National Park. It's, about 15 minutes down the road, and once again, spectacular, absolutely spectacular.
Literally, you hop in the car and you go 5-10 minutes up the road, and there's the gateway to one of the most beautiful national parks in all of America. Now, to get in, you pay a small fee. That's what you do in every national park. Helps keep them up, But you go in, and there's all kinds of hiking, fishing, camping, everything you can think of. If you're an outdoorsman, Rocky Mountain National Park is where you got to go.
As we went in, the first thing we stopped at was this place called the Horseshoe Park.
That was really charming.
And it was really neat where there was just kind of this horseshoe of mountains.
That's kind of why it's called that.
Yeah, I can't imagine how that happened. And then there was this river there, and for those of you that apparently aren't as well schooled as me, because it was just something, a little did you know fact
lesson
for me.
Yeah, tell us,
the
Jeremy.
river kind of wound through the little valley there.
The winding river.
And that river is, when it does that, they just say that's the meandering of the river.
Yes.
And that's where we get the term, they're just meandering along because it kind of lazily winds its way through the valley.
Meandering, like you right now. All right, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Rocky Mountain National Park is absolutely Disney World for adults. You're just out of the car at all times, always like a dog sticking your head out of the car. I want out. And we got out and hiked and walked and played and hopped around and saw it all.
We did walk over to this little stream where we saw some little baby fish, and I tried to help you get a better view of those fish, and then we moved on.
Let me tell you what happened, people, because now I've got these bruises on my knees. Or people like, ugh. Thought it was funny.
What are you, a peach?
Yes. I am tender. Like, ow, see?
The main way through Rocky Mountain National Park is Trail Ridge Road. Now, this road will take you up past the timber line or the alpine line where the oxygen is literally too thin for trees to grow. You get up there 11,000, 12,000 feet. The oxygen becomes thin, the temperature drops, but the scenery is worth it.
I love Trail Ridge Road. It is just straight up. You get past the timber line, 10,000, 11,000. You go all the way up to the top. And boy, you can just see to Hawaii from up there. And of course, there's hot chocolate and treats. So I'm in. Yeah.
Stopped at the Forest Box Canyon overlook. Did a little bit of mountain climbing.
We got brave.
Yeah.
We went right on out there.
Went right out on some big old boulders. I had to help Diane through most of it. She was crying a lot.
Yeah.
The absolute pinnacle of excitement for anybody that is a wildlife enthusiast. I mean, there's bear, there's elk, and they're in rut right now.
Yep.
We can't show that because this is a family show. There's chipmunks, there's deer, there's all kinds of great things. But the absolute diamond in the rough, the thing that you never, ever get to see, it's just a very, very rare occasion, is filming a cougar in the wild.
Yeah.
And I was able to film this cougar as it jumped from rock to rock out there right out in the open. It was just one of the most magnificent things you'll ever see. So.
At the top of Trail Ridge Road is the Alpine Center, a appropriately named. You go in there and you can get some hot chocolate because you're going to be a little chilly up there. Even in the middle of summer, it drops rapidly, the temperature that is. But they've got a gift shop up there because, you know, what else do you have or need when you're at 12,000 feet in the air but some trinkets to commemorate the moment. So go in there, get you some hot chocolate, pick up a gift or two, and then take some of the hiking trails that go even higher and further out on top of the mountains. Once you're done with the Alpine Center, you can follow the road a little bit further west, and this takes you all through the western side of the park. And if you want to, it'll end up in a little town called Grand Lake, which is very similar to Estes Park. Lots of gift shops, a big lake there where you can go for boat rides and just get out and swim. You also pass over the Continental Divide there, so the vegetation even changes from the east side to the west side of the park. It's just a beautiful drive, and if you can make it, all in all, it'll take you about an hour or two. And then the drive out as you're coming back into Estes Park is equally as gorgeous. Just keep the car in second or third gear, or you might be going down that mountain a little faster than you'd like, if you catch my drift.
Our day was a plethora of adventure. We hiked, we climbed, we trailed, we went, we saw, we did it all. It was great. I want to do it again.
Rocky Mountain National Park, again, just one of the most beautiful places you can go in all of the United States, and it's just down the road from Kansas City. While we were in Estes Park, it happened to be fall, and they were having their yearly festival there called Autumn Gold. And this year's theme was beers, brats, and bands. And let me tell you, there was a lot of beer there, a lot of brats, and a lot of bands, which is why I think they gave it that name.
It was really fun. Lots going on. And of course, dogs. But they just had all kind of old-timey venues and vignettes and eating and, oh yeah, it was very, very fun.
Autumn Gold Festival here in Estes Park. We told you there's, I think, beer, brats, and bands. You can hear the music, and it's going to be really, really hard to not be embarrassed by Diane out here, but we'll give it our best shot.
There was this band, a cappella band, 6 guys, I guess, and they all had different colored shirts on. They looked like popsicles. They were very good. Their harmonies were excellent. But I'm telling you, when I hear good music, this body's got to move, and that's just all there is to it.
Well, you've been to festivals. You know at a lot of these events they have charitable and fundraising activities going on, and we came across one. The way they were doing this was you paid them a small fee and you could throw a whipped cream pie right in their face. Well, I have a gun, a rocket laser arm. I would probably decapitate them if I did it. So I politely declined and gave them a generous tip. Then Diane tipped a little bit more, grabbed a pie, and slammed one right in this girl's face.
Let's see your wind-up, Diane. That's not a wind-up. Oh, my gosh. Oh.
It was all for charity, right? And it was kind of fun. I got to say, I've never really been able to do that. You know, literally take a pie and just throw it in someone's face.
Okay, I really thought that Diane was the worst dancer I'd ever seen, but we might have somebody here to give her a run for the money.
There was a throwdown. Jeremy tells me that there's a dancer better than me. Well, I wasn't going to have that.
Hey, Diane, I think I found somebody that's a better dancer than you. I'm serious, right there, right here.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah, she's better. No, I don't want to go out there, Diane. No.
Jeremy, come on. It's no big deal. We're just going to run out on this dance floor. Come on, let's get some groove on.
Now, I went along with her long enough to get some of her moves on camera, but I personally refuse to be lumped in with her seizure-like dance movements. It's just not happening. So I left her there. The trip is winding down, and we need something to kind of memorialize the whole trip with, you know? So we go over to one of those old-timey Western photo shops and had a couple of photos snapped, and those pictures proudly hang here in the ivory tower of just down the road headquarters, Cinematic Visions.
One of the things you have to do when you're in one of these mountain towns is get you an old-time photo. So I don't know really how much that's going to translate to Diane. It'll be pretty much the way she looks right now. But for me, it's going to look like I went back in time.
Won't it? You're going to look like you went back after this.
Let's go get our costumes.
See those guns? Those are real guns.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about your arms.
Comes time now to pick out the costumes for what we're going to wear in these photos. The photographer and the lady there take one look at me and they're like, look, Hulk. We've got to put you in this gunslinging outfit. You are the epitome. When they think of, you know, really bad dudes from the West, you're the man. So that's how they dressed me up. They took one look at Diane, though, and went saloon girl. So there you have it.
So, of course, Jeremy thinks that he needs to be the rough and tough guy and that I should be the floozy. Okay, except they didn't tell me about the back of the costume. But now we have mementos, and we look at them all the time. Sweet memories of the Wild West days. I love to be in Estes Park and to be outside, and they were very welcoming to us, and it was really a great, great trip.
Estes Park, Colorado, literally one of my favorite places on earth. You have to go there and check it out. It's the gateway to the Rocky Mountain National Park. You have beautiful scenery, wildlife, unbelievable foliage with the aspen trees, the lodgepole pines, snow-capped peaks, and then you have the perfect little mountain village in Estes Park to do all your shopping, eating, and relaxing. Estes Park, Colorado. Check it out. It's just down the road.
All right, we moved out of the hot sun under the tent here, and I found a couple of hot babes to talk to. Kathy and Linda. Kathy, I noticed you're here with no man. Is that right?
That's correct. That man passed away 7 years ago.
Nice. Nicely done, Jeremy.